See what I mean?
Excuse me?
It takes humans so long to get ready.
What do you mean?
Well, I can only speak for myself, but I am a natural beauty.
Yasmin, are you ready?
I was born ready.
Only a few seconds to go. In 5, 4, 3, 2,
Hey, wait!
1.
What about me?
Connecting the real and the digital world, inspiring mobile business. Welcome to Infineon's virtual show at Mobile World Congress 2021. Digitalization is one of the most significant trends of our time. It is transforming all areas of life, providing us with the tools to tackle the major challenges of our time. Growing world population, demographic change, urbanization, climate change, and scarce resources. The Internet of Things, or IoT for short, is a key part of this digitalization trend. The IoT revolution has gained speed in recent years and is now reaching a breakthrough point, with technologies that are working ever more seamlessly. The IoT is here to improve the quality of life. IoT technologies can help us master the social challenges of our time, add value to people's lives, and boost industrial productivity. This is where Infineon connects the real and the digital world. To get insights into how Infineon does this, please welcome on stage Infineon's member of the Management Board and Chief Marketing Officer, Helmut Gassel.
Hello, and a warm welcome to Infineon's virtual show as part of Mobile World Congress 2021. My name is Helmut Gassel. I'm member of the Management Board and Chief Marketing Officer at Infineon. Of course, I would have appreciated an opportunity to welcome you all in person in Barcelona. But for now, I'm very pleased to extend a virtual welcome to viewers all over the world. Over the next hour, we intend to give you inspiring insights into our latest product solutions. We will talk to experts and clients, and I don't think I'm promising too much when I say I'm sure you will enjoy the show and find great inspiration for your mobile business. For a long time, the Internet of Things was a distant vision. Now, powered by high-performance microelectronics, the latest software and 5G, connected devices and smart machines are gradually changing the way we communicate, live, and work. And as the technical possibilities grow, companies are gearing up for the digital age and seeking for new business models. What used to require a considerable human effort can now be achieved by the smallest devices which automatically process information, put data into context, and can set chains of action in motion. The IoT's magic? It connects billions of machines and devices worldwide, each of them equipped with powerful electronics to enable contextual awareness, reliable wireless connectivity, and robust security. Through the acquisition of Cypress Semiconductors, we have completed our portfolio for the IoT. We can now offer the essential building blocks for connected devices and IoT applications from a single source. We provide customers a differentiated portfolio of microcontrollers, connectivity components, software ecosystem, and high-performance memories. All this is highly complementary to our leading power semiconductors, automotive microcontrollers, sensors, and security solutions. The IoT impacts all areas of our lives, making how we live, work, move, and communicate easier. Everyday objects, wearables, cars, and industrial machines are becoming smart and connected, and can thus interact with their environment. All that simply on the basis of data and algorithms. Smart home and smart building technologies, for example, not only increase convenience and quality of life, They also support energy efficiency, give us early warnings if specific systems are about to fail, and increase safety and security. Smart home technologies can support residential care for seniors and children, helping to meet the growing desire among the elderly to live independently. IoT building blocks are becoming ever more powerful, energy efficient, and smaller. Today, this means that practically any everyday object can be enriched with smart functions. The rapid development of sensor and other microchip technologies is at the very heart of all of this. Thanks to modern sensor technologies, electronic systems can record various data streams as they are designed to simplify lives by enabling things to see, hear, feel, and understand their environment. We call this contextual awareness. Microcontrollers process this data and generate control signals. Actuators convert the control signals into action. Networking the systems and intelligently linking data via the cloud creates application capabilities that far exceed existing standalone systems. And security solutions protect data transmission and ensure the integrity of the devices and networks involved. Microelectronics from Infineon is at the heart of the IoT. Digitalization serves the needs of human beings and helps to solve societal challenges like climate change, urbanization, and demographic change. Digital transformation and innovation without microchips are unimaginable. Chips are elementary building blocks within the IoT. They are the link between the real and the digital world. We make IoT what it needs to be: real, secure, and easy. We make IoT work.
Did you hear that?
Stop, hey,
He's talking about
Hey,
me.
what's going on over there?
The
interrupt
link
your
between
boss.
the
I'm
real
sorry,
and the
Mr.
digital
Gasse.
world, he said.
Hey, Robo, is that you?
Hello, Helmut.
Good to see you again.
Well, I'm sorry. He just interrupted you. You two know each other?
Yeah, Robo is great. He's a living proof of Infineon and connection to IoT.
Safe.
So he has at least 10 technologies of Infineon inside.
Okay.
One of them, for instance, is the microphones, the MEMS microphones that allow Robo to hear.
Crystal clear.
And then he's got the 3D sensing technology, the time-of-flight technology in him, right? Make Robo aware of the situation. Hey, Robo, good to see you.
Check.
Yes, look at that. Amazing. Hey, and Robo, can you keep a secret?
Thanks to Optica Trust Security Solutions, all your secrets are safe with me. I won't breathe a word.
Great, Robo. So, as you can see, a new era has dawned. Enabled by Infineon's key competencies spanning contextual awareness, reliable wireless connectivity, and robust security. During the course of our show, we will be explaining how all of these come together. Sit back, enjoy, and be inspired.
Thank you very much, Helmut Gasse, for sharing your vision and for introducing us to the topics of this show. We are very much looking forward to it, and we hope you are too. Oh, Roboy.
Hey, Yasmin.
Hey,
Look.
a buzzer?
Check. The director told me to tell you to push it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go. What are you waiting for?
Well, okay. Oh, why didn't you tell me?
Oh, how was I supposed to know what was going to happen?
Who else?
Shh, listen. Oh, how beautiful.
Infineon's Sensive Sensors, giving devices human senses. More intelligence, more contextual awareness, more intuitive understanding.
Inspired by human nature, Infineon intuitive sensing solutions are designed to take the complexity out of our interaction with devices and to increase efficiency. Reflecting a holistic approach, Infineon provides different sensors with state-of-the-art software to create a comprehensive picture of the world around us, otherwise known as contextual awareness. Let's welcome on stage the Division President, Power and Sensor Systems within Infineon, Mr. Andreas Urschitz.
Thank you, Jasmin. Digitalization is progressing big times those days. Even in my home, which I consider to be already full of electronics, I surrounded myself with more of that kind. However, in my day-to-day interaction with these nice gadgets, I start realizing that the way I talk to these devices and the way these devices function still is not truly seamless. I give you a simple example. When I talk to my smart speaker, for instance, in the living room, that device still cannot understand whether it's me who is talking or the television which is running next to me. That leads to situations where all of a sudden the device is switching on and giving answers on questions I never asked. The reason for that one is pretty much these devices are simply not context aware. So imagine a world where the electronics that are surrounding us are more seamless in the way we interact by them being contextual aware. Infineon is a company that is using its sensor technologies in order to make a vision come true. That vision is pretty much making any kind of electronics contextual aware by giving it 5 human senses. The emulation of 5 human senses by the use of semiconductors is key. We are trying to follow our vision, which is making machines hear, smell, feel, and see, and therefore more meaningful in the way how we interact with electronics and can enjoy the full use of technology. See more in the video to come.
Infineon's Sensive Sensors, giving devices human senses. Smart Eye, 3D imagers. Similar to our eyes, the time-of-flight-based 3D imager uses the time of the light flying to create a 3D map of objects, rooms, and people in real time, giving eyes to things for face authentication and much more.
We are intrigued by our vision of giving the 5 human senses to electronics and make those devices more seamless in the interaction with us as human beings. One of Infineon's core products in this context is our 3D imager. That is a camera, if you will, which allows electronics to see. We are doing that together with a partnership company of ours whose name is PMD Technology. It is my pleasure today to welcome the founder and CEO of PMD Technologies, one of the pioneers in the scenery of 3D imaging. It is Mr. Bernd Buchsbaum.
Hello, Andreas.
Hello, Bernd. What a pleasure to meeting you again. So, please join me on stage.
Thank you.
Bernd, in the meantime, we know each other for quite a long period of time. I remember you once told me of having started your research in the area of 3D imaging already 20 years ago. I was wondering how comes you must have been a school kid in those days.
Come on, Andreas. I mean, we are nearly the same age. I can give the same kind words back to you. But yes, you're right. So I'm working on the technology since more than 20 years. After my PhD work that I finished in 2002, we started the company. So PMD itself as a company is on the road, if you will, since 20 years now. And Infineon is our valuable and very important partner on that road since more than 10 years. So thank you for having me today here. Thank you for the partnership. I really appreciate that.
Talking about our partnership and also the product or solution that we are jointly offering to makers of electronics. So what is it exactly that somebody can get from us and deploy in his specific electronic device, such as smartphones or robotics?
Well, first of all, our partners get access to a highly motivated and a highly skilled and very experienced team. As I said, so we are on the road for a quite long time already. So I would roughly say the team has like 500 man-years experience in time-of-flight 3D imaging. You will not find that anywhere else in the world, right? So this is the first point. The other point is the technology itself. It is very, very mature. We are in the 10th generation of imagers today. We supply products to customers since 2005. We are working in a variety of markets. We come from automation, automotive, now consumer is one of the main topics. So this is what the customer gets. He gets an overall package, a very secure and riskless solution from us, and this is what we bring.
Sounds like the 3D eye is ready to use and proven over a long period of time. Talking about that one, however, let me ask you why a potential maker of electronics should specifically buy from Infineon PMD. So what is different as compared to any alternative or competitive solution that may be out there in the market?
Yeah, I mean, you know it better than I do maybe. Speed is money. You have to be fast, right? Innovation cycles are shorter and shorter.
So you're talking about time to market and time to market shortenings for customers?
Right, and we can bring time savings for the customer based on our experience and the turnkey solution we have. So it's really a turnkey solution from scratch that helps customer to scale more or less directly.
So does it mean if a smartphone maker who wants to deploy a 3D camera, for instance, for world-facing use cases is approaching us, so he can use that camera instantaneously?
Yeah, it's more or less exactly right. As we bring not only the chip, as we bring the reference design, as we have the partnerships with the ODM, so with the module maker, and as we also have the algorithms and software that you need to run the system on your platform, on your processor platform, it's a complete solution. So indeed, when we work together with a partner, we can scale in a couple of months. So we can supply an SOP in a couple of months, and that is unique in the world.
Just a couple of days ago, I was sitting together with my daughter and trying out an elder generation smartphone of mine in order to try a, so to say, augmented reality or 3D augmented reality feature that is offered by TikTok. So we used this TikTok filter, if you will, made a photography of the kids' room of my daughter, and then positioned furniture and sort of decoration devices in this room. But that didn't really look that good. So it didn't truly convince me, and my daughter was a bit disappointed. So is what we have, is that bringing a solution to that problem?
Absolutely, I can understand the disappointment, and I can also explain why. I mean, what Apple did with ARKit and what Google is doing with AR Core is using the standard sensors on a smartphone and gives you some kind of augmented reality features. But truth be told, it's a poor experience. You just detect planes, the floor, the ceiling, maybe a table, but you cannot detect the 3D form of any object.
So does that mean that an accurate detection of a room scenario with a 3D camera allows a much better placement and thus then also user experience, having 3D objects like furniture or balloons then flying through this virtual room?
Exactly, and that's the reason why Apple uses a 3D camera in iPhone 12. And that's the reason why Google AR Core is supporting time-of-flight cameras, specifically time-of-flight cameras in the latest version. They want to become better in the experience. They have to become better in the experience. It's good that many app developers can use ARKit and AR Core already, but it's not what we want to have at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's what my kids would like a lot. So they are very frequent TikTok users and are uploading all these videos, and again they are trying to do that now with 3D effects, and something like you're describing would be a very much an improvement of so to say user experience and having a reality feeling in watching such short TikTok movies going forward. So sounds pretty cool. You mentioned Apple and its launch of 3D camera together with the iPhone 12. So talking about Infineon and Infineon PMD offerings, so what's so specific, and what's the difference of the 3D camera we are bringing to the market for a smartphone maker relative to the next best standard alternative that is today in the market?
The difference is, as I described earlier, that it's really a turnkey solution. You can take it, you plug it onto your system, and it's up and running. And it's supported already by processors. We work together with Qualcomm very closely, and that's one of the major advantages that we bring. It's speed. It's again speed. I mean, truth be told, other OEMs are working hard on 3D imaging since a couple of years. They integrate the features that they need for their approach into their processor. Not everybody can afford that, right? If you take a solution from us, you directly have a plug-and-play solution, which is at the end of the day, and that's very interesting and important to say, better than what Apple is bringing in iPhone 12.
Other than speed and time to market for somebody using that camera in his device, how about then also power savings or power usage and size of the device?
Yeah, that's very important, of course. I mean, we talk about consumer devices, smartphones, or other gadgets. Things have to be small to become cheap. Things have to be small to get integrated in devices. You don't want to see the camera. The best thing is you integrate the camera, you don't see it. And they have to become cheap. And as you say, power consumption is critical in battery-powered devices as well. So we are working hard with your team on those topics. And I'm really honored to show you something today, because this is the latest camera module carrying one of our latest Real 3 images. It's a really tiny and small device. It's meant to be used in smartphones, for example, on the world-facing side, for exactly the applications we were talking about. It's low power consuming. It's really benchmark in the community. So we are supplying this right now to customers, and they are really happy based on the first experiences that they get.
Yeah, so talking a little bit about the bright future, the future becoming even brighter in the context of 3D imaging. So what's coming next? So stuff such as under-display technology, for instance, with regards to having the 3D camera hidden behind the display in order to then virtually increase then the perceived screen size for me as a user. So anything on that one?
Yes, I mean, we're working very hard on that, and we have a solution for that. So that's it's good that you asked me. So what we can provide to our customers is a 3D camera integration under the display. And it's not only a technical or a mechanical integration, it's also a software and algorithm-based integration. So we developed algorithms that help us integrate the camera under the display with the same performance as if it would have still a notch, but we don't need the notch. So that's a huge advantage, of course, for our customers and for their customers, because as you don't have a notch, the display is bigger, but you still have the same functionality for a very secure Face ID to log onto your phone.
What is the next big thing to come going forward?
Well, the next big thing is always in microelectronics to make things smaller, cheaper, staying at least with the same performance level. And this is what we can bring. And the interesting thing really is that if you compare PMD to a standard imaging technology, as the pixel shrinks, you collect less light. But as we are measuring the time of flight and we modulate the light signal, the frequency goes up while we are shrinking. And what I want to explain, I don't want to be too technical, is we can shrink pixels and stay with the performance level. And that's unique. That's really unique in the community and in the technical approaches for 3D imaging. And working with your colleagues, new materials, higher wavelengths to reach higher ranges at even lower power consumption is something we're working on already.
So, Bernd, to sum it up, is it fair to say that we are either making things cheaper or more performing?
We are making things cheaper and more performing. We have to do both things. We are doing both things. And it's really amazing if you see the history where we started like 20 years ago and what we have today. I would not have imagined that something like this is possible, but now I know that's not the end. It will go on.
So striving for the unachievable in order to achieve what is achievable. Thank you very much, Bernd. It was really fun and a pleasure talking to you as always.
Thank you.
Before I let you go, there's one last thing.
Okay.
Actually, it took us 20 years in order to develop 10 generations of camera chips.
Yes.
Any challenge going forward?
Okay, let me think about it. Let's do 20 generations in 10 years.
That's a deal.
Okay.
Thank you a lot. We strive for it.
Thank you. Stay safe.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Infineon's extensive sensors, giving devices human senses. Smart Ear, extensive MEMS microphones. Hearing is the most differentiated of all the senses. Our ears distinguish between up to 400,000 sounds, 10 octaves, and 7,000 different tone pitches. Crystal clear hearing and exceptional sensitivity. Sensitive MEMS microphones give smart ears to audio and voice-controlled devices, making communication more natural and intuitive.
Infineon is working on making things here. In order to introduce you to our latest silicon microphone-based technology, I have invited a very special guest who joins us virtually from the other side of this planet. His company, whose name is Rode Microphones, is selling its leading-edge audio and acoustic products in 117 countries of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the CEO of Rode Technologies, Damien Wilson.
Hello, Andreas. It's good to see you. And thanks for having me. Actually, I'm not working from home. I'm at the Rode studio, which is at the Rode campus in Sydney, Australia.
Damien, Infineon is working on its vision to making things here. Therewith, we are striving to supply the world with the world's best silicon microphones. Actually, Damien, how does this resonate with your vision of Rode microphones?
We've been helping people improve their audio for decades across many workflows, including professional film production, where audio is one of the most crucial elements. Humans in the real world are very capable of focusing on sounds of interest and ignoring noise. However, that does not translate well to audio recorded with microphones. Up until recently, capturing great audio required the use of directional microphones such as shotguns. They can be quite large, or microphones that have to be placed directly on the talent, like this one here, which have a good signal-to-noise ratio. In 2016, we acquired Soundfield, the world leader in ambisonic audio capture, which started us off on a journey to improve beamforming to achieve directionality and flexibility in a very small form factor. With the amazing improvement in low-noise MEMS from Infineon, we are now able to bring advanced beamforming and signal processing technology to a smaller form factor, bringing amazing beamforming technology to smartphones.
Now I can imagine how consumer, but in particular smartphone customers can benefit from this. Can you elaborate?
Absolutely. In recent years, image quality has drastically improved on smartphones, which now regularly shoot 4K and high frame rate video with amazing quality. However, the quality of audio capture has not kept up with improvements in image capture. Imagine your audio quality could match the video quality, rejecting unwanted noise from the sides and focusing on the audio you want to capture in front of the camera. Wouldn't that be great for every smartphone user? You know what, Andreas, let me share a video with you.
So let's go back to where we started. What if we could give your smartphone superpowers? With a regular smartphone, my voice is barely audible above the background noise. How about now? With road processing technology, we're using powerful algorithms to revolutionize the soundscape, identifying the human voice and separating it from the background noise. Now, I know you've heard of optical zoom, but what about audio zoom, where we can hone in on the sound that you want and dim the rest? We can even track the camera zoom with an equivalent audio zoom. For the first time ever, audio and picture are perfectly aligned, creating a revolutionized sensory experience.
That is very cool. Talking about acoustic algorithms, beamforming, leading edge and world's best SNR silicon microphones. Could you elaborate a bit on how this all works together, providing leading edge acoustic sound experience to customers at home?
It works through many elements of Rode's proprietary processing. What does that mean? Let me quickly explain, if time allows. With Rode beamforming, we take the individual signals from multiple MEMS on a smartphone and use that information to focus a beam of audio in a desired direction and reject the sounds from all other directions. Think of it like shining a flashlight in a particular direction in the dark, illuminating only the area of interest. With the precision low noise MEMS from Infineon, together with our proprietary processing, we can create amazing audio experiences right on a smartphone. Along with beamforming, we have advanced direction of arrival detection, denoising, de-reverberation, audio zoom, and a whole suite of audio enhancing algorithms, depending on the usage application. There are dozens of consumer applications for our technology where better audio capture is desired, and that is why we would now like to bring it to the consumer devices in collaboration with Infineon.
Yeah, thank you, Damien. It seems that our partnership is a perfect match in order to improve user experience with regards to audio and acoustics.
Yes, it is a perfect match.
And we wouldn't limit ourselves to smartphones, right?
Of course not. As technology gets smarter, there is a real requirement for better audio far beyond the typical smartphone usage. When it comes to laptops, tablets, smart speakers, cars, home automation devices, all of these technologies require great low noise audio capture. And by low noise, we are talking about both system noise as well as acoustic noise in the environment. Infineon MEMS and Rode's proprietary beamforming and processing technology is the perfect pairing for the future of consumer audio. We are super excited for what the future holds.
Thank you, Damien. It was really a pleasure talking to you, and I'm very much looking forward to continue working with you and making the world experience even better sound quality.
Thank you.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, for me it's time to say goodbye now. I'm heading back to my office place in order to continue working on Infineon's vision of emulating the 5 human senses to electronics. At this very point, I want to say goodbye. Thank you for watching and listening, and enjoy the rest of the show. Bye-bye.
Having calls with someone living on the other side of the world, today, this is the minimum requirement for driving mobile business. Or in other words, connectivity is the heartbeat of the Internet of Things. And as the IoT expands further into our daily lives, reliable connectivity is becoming even more critical. Looking at the connectivity enabling all of our communications over the IoT, Infineon is also supporting evolution of the mobile network towards 5G. Offering significantly higher data capacity and extremely fast response times, this new technology is opening up completely new potential use cases in a gigabit-connected society. Applications extend from infrastructure management in smart cities through interactive robots in smart factories to super-fast media streaming at home. I'm very happy to welcome Senior Vice President and General Manager Radio Frequency and Sensors within Infineon, Philipp von Schierstedt. Hi, Philipp.
Hello.
Good to see you.
The idea for a fully connected world is expanding our possibilities as humans. It is driving our technological advancements at an expanding rate. Increasing numbers of devices trying to communicate with each other bring a challenge of its own.
Please leave the message after the tone.
Excellent reception quality and fast, stable connections are a must at any given moment. Meaning that devices must support a growing number of frequency bands and features in a constrained size. A solution to this challenge is called antenna tuning.
Connection established.
With a team of antenna-centric solution experts, Infineon helps maximize antenna radiation efficiency for the highest data rate, excellent signal quality, and longer battery life. Our comprehensive antenna tuner portfolio provides the broadest selection of smallest, ready-to-use components to support 5G growth in various IoT applications. Maximize your antenna performance now with Infineon antenna-centric solutions.
Philip, if we look around us, the world is getting more and more connected at an ever-accelerating pace. In 2030, 50 billion IoT-connected devices will be available all over the market worldwide. 5G in particular is expected to dominate the market, bringing significant benefits in terms of speed, coverage, and user experience. What do you think are the future challenges here?
One of the main challenges is that the end consumer is really demanding a very compelling user experience. On top of that, he's looking for a very appealing design. It needs to be slimmer, it needs to be smaller, it needs to be lighter, it needs to be flexible and also usable anywhere and everywhere. And then on top of that, the end consumer is looking for a super seamless connectivity experience or performance. And as such, this is quite a challenge to make all this happen. And by the way, you're probably also looking for super fast streaming. You're looking for very solid connections all the time. You're looking for the best signal quality, and you're looking for very long battery life.
But what does that mean for our devices?
It means that inside those devices, there are many different wireless technologies. There is 4G, now it's 5G coming, we just talked about it. Then there is Bluetooth, there's GNSS, GPS, there is Wi-Fi, and there's also ultra-wideband. So that's quite a few different technologies. On top of that, you have many antennas. And then you have a broad spectrum of different frequencies. So that's also something to tackle.
Yeah, it's also quite a challenge for the engineers. What's the best approach here?
A very good approach is actually using antenna tuning. So basically, you're trying to tune the antenna to a specific frequency band in order to get out the optimized performance. We call that antenna efficiency. Or if you use a technical word, you call it the maximized antenna radiation efficiency. And at the end of the day, that is what antenna tuning is about.
And what is it that Infineon has to offer in this area?
Well, we are offering a very deep-rooted radio frequency experience, a lot of competencies. We have a very unique intellectual property portfolio. And as such, we are really building this maximized antenna radiation efficiency for you to get very high data rates, to get this super signal efficiency, and to get the long battery life. Now, very important also, if you use antenna tuning, you can reduce the amount of antennas inside your device. And this helps you to simplify the design, as well as, if you are good, you increase the time to market. So that's also something very important. And we've built up a very comprehensive, broad portfolio of these devices. They are small, they're ready to use, they're easy to use, and they will enable this 5G growth And it's not only smartphones, it's smart watches, and it goes all the way into smart vehicles. This is where antenna tuning really makes the difference. By the way, it's not just smartphone IoT devices, we can also talk about robotics. A little bit immature technology, they need to improve on the cellular connectivity side, but it's coming.
Don't say that too loud, please.
Oh, this about the immaturity?
Hey guys!
Oh my God.
Can I have one of those antenna tuners as well? They seem to be all the rage.
Roboy, I will get you some antenna tuners in order to improve your cellular connectivity and make your life even better. I promise.
Awesome!
We live in a world of exciting ideas and endless possibilities. A world where digital technologies are changing the way we live, work, and play. Beating at the heart of this connected world are microelectronics from Infineon. System solutions that are connecting, computing, and securing, making our lives smarter, easier, and more intuitive, securely, putting a smile on our customers' faces.
Connecting, computing, securing to make digitalization a reality. Let's talk to someone with an in-depth understanding of these topics. Please welcome Infineon's Division President of Connected Secure Systems, Mr. Thomas Rostek. Hi, Thomas.
Hey, Yasmin, how are you?
Good seeing you. Fine, how are you? Let's have a seat in our talking area, please.
Perfect.
Step up.
Yeah.
Well, Thomas, as we just saw in the video, digitalization is changing our daily lives. We all feel it every day. In how far has this happened during the last year in your eyes?
You see, I think the COVID-19 pandemic has pushed digitalization to a whole new level. It has forced millions of people to rethink the way they live. So homes has become places for working, but also for homeschooling and for shopping. Business relations were shaped by the pandemic and all the restrictions around it, not being able to travel and so on. So customer interaction shifted to the digital space, but also analog products and services were converted into digital offerings. And this transition actually started already several years earlier, but at a much lower pace.
The IoT is inspiring innovative solutions, product ideas, and even new business models. But what is it that industry needs to bring these ideas really to life?
You see, I think that new service models and new products are kind of emerging every day. Whether it's startups or established service providers and companies. All these companies have one thing in common. They are kind of experts in the functionality of their respective products, the devices, the application, whatever. What they are often missing, however, is the certain hardware know-how you need for the IoT. What they need are IoT technologies and system solutions that deliver all this know-how, typically beyond an IoT device maker's core competency. So components which make IoT work, like reliable wireless connection, like actuating, power devices, and security solutions, for example. And they must be interoperable and easy to integrate. And this is where Infineon comes into the picture. We do understand IoT applications and can bring together the essential building blocks needed to successfully develop IoT products and services. So let me give you an example. Take our Modus Toolbox platform, for instance. This is a proven platform, and this gives developers a major advantage by presenting them with an extensive ecosystem that includes all the tools they could possibly need. And a major bonus for our customers: when they use the Modus Toolbox, they know that all of these IoT building blocks work seamlessly together. In short, we do provide a rich development ecosystem to accelerate the IoT delivery.
Infineon is also actively participating in the drive to establish industry standards. Why is this?
Infineon believes in open standards, and especially in IoT. So first and foremost, IoT standards will be critically important. There are thousands of companies developing products for the IoT. and the standards will be key to their interoperability. Standards will also play a major role in determining how fast the IoT will be or can be deployed.
So basically, it's all about making IoT easily accessible.
I would go even further. It's about democratizing the IoT. So I think any user should be able to easily integrate any device into a private network and without a master's degrees in IoT. So as representative of the industry, I would also say that it's our job as industry to ensure that this is the case. At the same time, we should ensure that emerging IoT devices, transactions, and business models are secure and that they respect the privacy of the end users. Without security, IoT will simply not work.
And we will hear more about this in a few minutes. Thank you very much for being our guest, Thomas, today, and we will hop off the stage again. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure
All the
being
best
here.
to you.
Thank you.
Well, as Thomas mentioned, we all spend a lot more time at home with a much higher use of the internet. I am now very happy to welcome Rob Conant in my comfortable living room. Rob is the founder of Cirrent Product Analytics, which is now part of Infineon as a service that uses aggregated, anonymized data from products in the field that give companies insights into product performance. So let's have a look if he's here. Rob, there you are. Hi.
Hi, Yasmin. Hello from Silicon Valley. Great to see you.
Thanks for being with us. Hi. From your experience, what are the main IoT challenges?
Well, just looking around you in your living room there, I see your laptop, your smart speaker, the smart watch on your wrist. Today, the IoT is part of people's everyday lives, and here at Infineon, we make IoT work. And the foundation to make IoT work is reliable connectivity.
And reliable connectivity is the thing that makes IoT work?
Absolutely. It's a critical part. I've spent most of my career building the Internet of Things, so I've seen the opportunities and the benefits firsthand. It can make life better, can make products better, making the world easier, safer, and greener. But I've also seen the challenges, especially reliability, security, and ease of use. And at Infineon, we work with our customers and partners to make all three better. And we're making some really cool advancements, actually. People know Infineon is a trusted supplier to IoT companies, but what they don't know is that building on this combination of Infineon and Cypress, we are an IoT company. Not only providing software services for our customers, but also using data to make our own products better. One of our new software services, Cirrent Product Analytics, uses anonymized data from real products in the field to give companies new insights into how their products are working. We collect a lot of data, and customers can see things that they really never thought was possible. This data-driven approach has really worked wonders. In one appliance company I can share with you, they found that some customers had to try 5 or 10 or even 50 times to get their appliances connected to Wi-Fi. But using the Cirrent Product Analytics, they increased the customer success rate by 35%. It's really amazing what we can do with good data.
Analyzing products in the field is definitely a big win for customers, but is there a way to advance your own products with this method?
Well, yeah, that's where it gets even better. Now that we have more than 1 billion anonymized data points from real products in the field, we've been able to build a data-driven approach to improving our AirOC Wi-Fi chips to make them work even better for customers. Our customers deploy these Wi-Fi products and they find themselves in homes with thousands of different kinds of routers, different RF conditions, lots of variation in the usage patterns by consumers. And here at Infineon, we use real-world data to improve the algorithms in our Wi-Fi chips. And optimizing the algorithms of our products, we've been able to develop some amazing results. These Wi-Fi algorithm improvements we've made with the exact same hardware, so exact same chips, but just new firmware, new algorithms, we've been able to triple the battery life for products that are deployed in crowded RF environments. Triple the battery life. It's really shocking. Same hardware, new software, triple the battery life. Wow, it really surpassed our expectations. It's amazing what we can do with good data. Getting more appliances connected, helping customers use the data to make their products better, and using the data to make our own products better. Having Infineon not just supply to IoT companies, but become an IoT company. To me, that's reliable connectivity. To me, that's inspiring mobile business and making the IoT work.
Well, thank you for inspiring all of us, Rob. All the best, regards from all of us, to you, to sunny Silicon Valley.
All right, bye, Jesse.
Now I'd like to explore another important topic. We have heard a lot about the importance of connectivity in the home, but what about connectivity on the move? As Thomas said, security is crucial, no matter where we are connected. So let's dig deeper into this topic. I'm happy to welcome one of our leading IoT security experts at Infineon, Mr. Christian Schneckenberger. Hi, Christian.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Nice seeing you.
Let's please have a seat in our talking area. So security, that's our topic. What does 5G do to contribute to security?
Well, as we have seen with the introduction of former cellular technologies like the 3G or the 4G generation, each of them, they have been adding another layer of security to counteract latest attacks, right? With 5G, there's a very strong focus on privacy. So privacy really something for you, where you're moving around, and if you're entering a building, if you're leaving a building, an outsider could track where you are. With 5G, this is all gone.
Okay, so are Infineon products already supporting 5G?
So 5G is already rolled out, so our products, yes, they are supporting it. Mobile network operators, they can select if they are implementing this privacy, let's say in a very lightweight or more sophisticated way. We have different products to support all these different implementations depending what a mobile network operator wants.
So sounds like all the security issues are solved just with 5G.
Unfortunately not, yeah. So if you're looking at the standards, there are quite a lot of security features, but mobile network operators, they're completely free if they want to implement it or not. And this will lead over time that we will see different networks with different security layers, right? And this is also an outcome of a recent research activity from ENISA, the European Cybersecurity Agency. They found out good standards are available, but they have to be implemented correctly. And since this is not given, you as a IoT manufacturer, you have to make sure that the data of your customer, when they're traveling from a device through a network to a background system, that they are protected. And this layer of end-to-end security, this has to be added.
Okay, and how is Infineon helping their customers to achieve this?
To achieve this, we're having two product families, the Optiga Connect and the Optiga Trust family. And they are adding exactly this end-to-end security, no matter which network you're using. Is it Wi-Fi or cellular? They are adding this layer. And this helps our customer to very easily integrate security on top of their communication.
Okay, so easily integrate, that's one code word. So obviously the advance of 5G is very promising, but there's something next in the pipeline, right?
Obviously, yes. There's a term everybody is talking about, post-quantum cryptography. So a quite academic term, as it sounds, but pretty easy to explain. If we take today's communication, everything is safe. Now with quantum computers, as they are currently leaving the research stage, it may take a few seconds to decrypt a message, which today is completely unbreakable. So this adds a new threat, not only to networks, not only to industries, but to our complete connected society.
Sounds like quite a threat. What is Infineon doing here in concrete terms?
We started with research work here, and there's, for example, the New Hope algorithm, which has been developed with a strong contribution from Infineon, and this new algorithm made it to a NIST competition. So NIST is the US standard organization which is looking for a new algorithm which is safe against quantum computers. And this algorithm made it into this competition. But we are not only doing research work, we took the learnings out of this new HOPE algorithms, we are putting it in our next level or next generation security controllers, which means if a customer is going to implement this security controller into his device, and even though it might still take a couple of years until we're having this new algorithm, a customer who has this chip already in his product, even if it's in the field, they can update the device to be quantum safe, and this will tremendously increase the lifetime of their products.
Wow, sounds very promising for now and for the future. Thank you very much for these special insights, Christian.
Thanks a lot. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Stay secure. So, having talked quite extensively now about digitalization, connectivity, and the rising number of IoT devices, I'm very glad that we'll get introduced now to an actual wearable device. Smart wearables and IoT devices are becoming increasingly popular as they accommodate more and more functions despite severe space and power limitations. When equipped with NFC capabilities, a wearable device can allow you to securely and conveniently pay at a store and access public transport or your own office building. Oh, one moment please, my phone is ringing. Let me just take this call, okay?
Ciao, Jasmina.
I should have known it's you. Ciao, Eduardo. Ciao, Alberto. Let me quickly introduce you to the audience. Eduardo Parini is CEO and founder of Deed, and with him we have Alberto Pierotti, CTO, R&D, and product development. So good to have you. We're very glad to have you both here today to learn more about your company Deed, an ambitious and innovative startup from Italy. We also want to learn more about how Infineon empowers smart wearables and IoT devices with payments and beyond. Could you please introduce the GET device to us? What is so special and so innovative about it?
Absolutely, and thank you. First of all, we wanted to build GET as the next leap into wearable evolution. It offers a pioneeristic future with a new and higher security standard, unique ID acquisition method, and a revolutionary screenless user experience. GET, in fact, is the perfect bridge between you and your digital self. The payments perfectly fit with our value proposition. In fact, we can guarantee fast and secure contactless payment by offering a strong user authentication method by ECG, electrocardiogram. Yes, the electric signal that produced by your heartbeat is a vital parameter with characteristics that are unique to each individual, similarly to the fingerprint or your retina. With this, we can provide a super convenient, secure, and hygienic way to pay. This is aiming, in fact, to improve usability and also to reduce your screen time interaction with the smartphone, for example, by using a combination of bone conduction technology and gesture recognition. You just have to bring your finger to the ear and to make phone call instead of using the buds.
That's such a great idea. Eduardo, just to let the audience know, the GET I'm wearing today is a working prototype just for this occasion because its final design is still under final review, right? I'm really already excited about how the launch will be, how it's gonna look like, and such a great and innovative product. Can you tell us a little bit more about how you plan to bring GET to the market? I mean, especially as a company with such a good idea, but with such technical expertise required. What challenges did you have to overcome with it?
Yeah, you got it, Jasmine. By the way, you are part of a small number of testers of the first versions of the prototypes. So, yeah, you are absolutely right. One of our biggest tasks were to find the right team, because we're creating a hardware and software platform which is the perfect system integrator. So it's flexible, it's scalable, and competitive, both for business-to-business integration and customization, but really also competitive for the B2C market, for the end consumer market. The main challenge has been finding the right team with all the expertise that are concerning so much innovation that we're using in the market. We had to build a team from scratch and finding the solutions and the partners to go with. And Infineon has definitely been a top partner in the development of the device.
That's good to hear. Eduardo, you mentioned the possibility to use your device as a payment method. So with contactless technology, why did you choose Infineon's contactless security solution, Sicora Connect?
That's a great question, because we looked for a long time for a secure NFC solution to enable in our products with the optimized power consumption and the smallest PCB footprint possible. And Sicora Connect meets all of our requirements. Its industry-best energy efficiency maximizes the battery life and enable our sleek design without compromising other function. So Infineon provides us also great NFC antenna design support, and on top of the payments, also service to enable a new partner. It's a perfect synergy with the integration of the PSOCs.
Sounds so great. Thank you very much, Alberto and Eduardo. Good luck with launching your great product, and arrivederci to you. Bye.
Thank you, arrivederci. It's been a pleasure.
Amazing, isn't it? One device to take calls and pay as I go? To me, it sounds like a life-changing solution, especially as my handbag is always like a big black hole.
Hey, Yasmin.
Hi.
I want to make a call as well.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid this bone conduction technology in my wristband stands between you and your call.
I suppose that's the difference between you and me, right?
Oh, it's just a question of time, I guess, Roboy. Wow, so many insights in one short hour. I hope you enjoyed the show and got some new inspiration for your mobile business. And of course, there's so much more to say and to talk about. I'm sure you have many questions now. I would like to invite you to visit Infineon's promotional site at www.infineon.com/MWC. And here you will find all the topics we discussed today and plenty more. And if you don't find what you were looking for, you can get in contact with our customer support at any time. For me, it was a pleasure having you as my audience today. And who are you?
Is the show over now? Then I can stop operating Roboy, right?
You were operating Roboy?
Teleoperating. Easy. Didn't you know?
No.
It's foolproof. You want to try?
What?
I'm not sure about you two, but I'm calling it a day. It's time to go home, I think. Come on, guys.